Hey there, how are you doing today? Welcome back to another great episode of Review Sesh. If you've been here before, I really do appreciate you coming back to visit me. And if you haven't been here before, give me just one moment. Let me tell you a little bit about who I am and what I do. So my name's Mike, and what I do is I review federally legal hemp products and devices. So it doesn't really matter whether it's a consumable product of any kind or whether it's a functional device of any type. We're going to be looking at all of that stuff on this channel. I really do hope you enjoy the content that I'm making for you. So guys, I have sitting in front of me here another unboxing. It is a new month, and with a new month comes a new unboxing. Um, you guys are used to seeing these by this point, but this one is a little bit different. I'm really looking forward to getting this one open. But before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to kick it back to the previous me, and he's going to go on and he's going to reiterate a little bit about what it is that we do on this channel, and he might even be able to explain a little bit about what THCA is, if there are any of y'all who are still unfamiliar or unsure or on the fence about what that is. And then after that, we're going to be hopping right into this unboxing. Alright, as you guys know, I review federally legal hemp products and devices on this channel. And some of these products have THCA in the name. And THCA is one of those things that has an awful lot of people confused right now. So if you're one of those people that's confused, give me just one moment. Let me explain a little bit. I might be able to educate you a little bit about what THCA actually is. And THCA stands for tetrahydrocannabinolic acid. And it's the naturally occurring compound found on all hemp plants everywhere. Basically, it's the precursor to what we know now as Delta 9 THC. All right. So, in and of itself, though, guys, THCA is not psychoactive. You're not going to go out and eat a piece of a hemp plant and get any elevated effects. It does not work like that. It first has to undergo a process called decarboxylation. And decarboxylation may sound like a fancy chemistry word, and it's because it is, but it's very simple in principle. And it simply means application of heat. So it doesn't really matter whether it's environmental heat, just the heat of the sun, it's a hot day outside, or, we're applying some artificial heat with some flame or with an electronic heat source like I like to use. We are decarboxylating that THCA molecule, and it's dropping that A right off the end of that molecule chain, and it's leaving you with good old-fashioned THC. So, guys, I want to be very clear on this. For all intents and purposes, the THC that everybody that you've ever spoken to or has ever spoken about before this, before 2018, they have been referring to THCA, the naturally occurring compound found on the plant. All right? Very clear about that. It is basically the same thing everybody's always spoken about. But the great thing is, since 2018 in the federal farm bill, we can get all these things to our doors. We don't have to go out and, you know, deal with strange people at odd times of night, potentially go out and, waste our time at the least and risk our safety at the worst. Now we just get it mailed to us, and when you get your packages in the mail, you're going to be getting something like this. This is a letter, a notice to law enforcement and the postal service, and it just dictates what is in the package, and it does list the applicable sections of the 2018 Farm Bill that the things in the package are covered under. Very important to hold on to these guys. You don't want to get rid of these right now. They pack flat. Just hold on to them. There's no reason to throw these out at this moment. For the foreseeable future, hold on to these and hold on to any COAs or certificates of analysis that you may have with your products. All right. All right, guys, it is the first day of April, and what we're looking at for the first day of April is an unboxing of the weed box. This is their April box, and you can't see it because it's on my green screen background. It's green, the box is. So we'll be checking this out today. I'm really excited to look at this. As usual, you get your little postcard there, win a free box. You just enter to win. Uh, got a little sticker. Both green, of course. They're not clear. They're not green screen, but you know, uh, plenty of packing material. Standard green tissue paper. All right. Yeah, let's go ahead and check out the little extras, the things other than the main box. Get it open. There we go. As usual, my favorite part: the socks, the socks, the socks. I'm wearing a pair of these right now, guys. They're always going to be sending you a little clipper. This one looks like it has pineapples on it. Really nice, like Andy Warhol-esque pineapples. We've got three pack of king size cones, raw cones, ready to go. Organic hemp. We have a sample half-gram pre-roll of Gelato Punch, which is a hybrid. That is what we've got for the extras this time around, guys. In addition to our sample. And our sample today is something we haven't seen from the weed box yet. This is snowballs. Snowballs, also known as snow caps. It's infused flower. So we're going to be checking that out here shortly. Let's go ahead and get into the meat and potatoes of this box. Oh. Alright, guys, be very careful when you're opening your box. From the wheat box, you want to find where the tape is, and you want to just make sure you're cutting that tape carefully. Go slow if you have to. They do use an awful lot of packing material, which is a very, very good thing. These things always come very, very well packed. And it could be nicely intact with all of this material here. It looks like these are normally double wrapped. Looks like they used one long piece of plexi this time around. And as we can see, there is our piece right there. Nice frosted glass mandala design. Beautiful, beautiful. Get this stuff out of the way. Awful lot of packing material, guys. The weed box is very, very good about getting you your stuff without it getting broken. And if it is, if you ever have any problems with that, just hop over to the website and you can check out their live chat. And I promise you, you contact them in their live chat during business hours, you'll get an immediate response. I do occasionally just hit them up every now and then just to see how quick they get back to me. And they're pretty consistent with that. Let me get that flippers out so I can. There we go. Trying to be very, very careful. I don't want to mess anything up. This is a very nice piece. This is, looking on here, this is a 10-inch frosted tree percolator mandala bong. Tree percolator. Okay. And that is what we got here. We've got mandala engraving. This is nicely etched. Very nicely etched. And then inside you got your tree perk right here. And then it's been a while since I've had something that has an offset, what do I want to say, a side joint. It's been a while since I've had something with a side joint. So this is going to be very interesting. I'm going to go ahead and throw some water in this. And yes, I do keep funnels and stuff sitting around. You never know when you're going to have to fill something up. Use a little bit more. There we go. That can do it. Good, very good. Might be a little much in there. A bit off. Nice function. Really nice function. Oh, cool. It's got a little mandala thingy right there, too. Very cool. All right, guys. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to open up the snowballs, and we're going to have a look at that. I'm not going to bother today getting any photos of the snowballs, guys. I'll be honest with you. I have looked at snowballs in the past under the microscope and all, and it's really, well, you'll see. I mean, it is what it is. I don't have a problem with these. However, it's awful hard to get really good trichome shots over something that's been dusted with isolate. That's THCA isolate. So it's clean. There's nothing wrong with it. But as you can see right there, it's got a nice dusting of that isolate. Now, what that does is it raises the content, and we're looking at, with this, we're looking at, without going overboard, okay, we're looking at a 62.37% THCA. So it's fairly up there. Comes out to a total T of 55.71%, which is high for flower. That's because of the isolate on it, guys. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to break some of this up and try it. I am going to try this in a couple of different ways. I'm going to be using my one-hit wonder to begin with. We're not going to be using the we're not going to be using the microdose bowl, because I'll be honest with you, I don't really think that it's worth trying to chase flavor on this one. I don't even know what strain this is. It just says snowballs, and I don't have a problem with that, but I tend to get the microdose bowl out when I'm trying something, trying to get some flavor going. Alright, well that ground down surprisingly well. And it's still holding on to its dusting of isolate as well, which I can tell. I can still feel it. I can still see it. It's not all dropped off of the bud. That's very, very good. So first things first, we're going to try it with the one-hit wonder. And the one-hit wonder, guys, is a fantastic device. Fantastic device. Manufactured by Crossing Tech and brought to us by the Dab Hut. It is my device of choice for really either tasting or just really, really, changing your head. You know what I mean? So we're going to be trying this with the diffuser side. All right. I'm really excited about this, guys. I'm looking forward to this. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pour some more of this off, though, guys. It's a new form factor of a bong for me. And like anything else, trial and error. Pardon me, guys. A little bit wet there. Yeah, I had way too much water in there. It's got this two chambers here, so it's got this lower one and it's got this top one. And yeah, I had a little bit too much water in there. Should be good to go now. Oh yeah, it's really smooth for wow. That's pretty tasty, guys. That is pretty tasty. Not gonna lie, I can't figure out what flavor is in that. I wish I knew what strain was being used for the snowballs. Alas, there's no information, but it's very, very sweet, very fruity. I don't know, maybe there's some strawberry there or something. I'm not sure, but yeah, it tastes like maybe strawberry something. It's really tasty. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna put myself through it for you. Y'all know I don't normally combust, but I'm gonna go ahead and combust a bowl of this flour in this so you guys can see what the function is like with flame. Pack it lightly because I don't have the lungs that I used to. Not too long ago, I was on a live stream with my buddy Space City Cannabis, and I was sitting, we were chilling out, and I was smoking. I was smoking a hash hole, and yeah, I had a great time, but it was a fairly long stream, and by the end of the stream, I had a headache. Not from the hash hole, not from the hemp, but from just the smoke. Just the smoke. When you're used to vaping like I am, and you don't combust for so long, you it takes a while to get used to it again. And tell you what, I really was feeling it afterwards. Feeling great, but also had a pounding headache. All right, so we're gonna be using our pineapple lighter and giving it a shot. I really do like the design on this, guys. This, I don't think that I've ever had a frosted glass piece before. So this is really cool. I'm liking this a lot. Nice smooth function, very smooth. And that tree percolator is doing the job, guys. That tree perk's doing the job. And this down here, this lower chamber, I feel like is probably what's going to wind up getting dirty, dirty first. So when it comes to cleaning and maintenance, I do think that this will be an easier one to clean. Um, just going to run some ISO in the bottom of it and give it a good little swish. And provided you don't let it build up too much, I think your percolators are probably gonna not take too much of a hit when it comes to getting filthy. Um, we'll see. I'm gonna run it until it is filthy, and then I'm gonna do this video with do a video with cleaning all of these different pieces. I've got quite a few the weed box pieces that I'm working on getting as gnarly as I can, so I can do a series on cleaning and maintenance. But yeah, this is going to be one of those that's very easy, going to be very easy to clean, and it's very comfortable in the hand too. As you can see how I'm holding it here, it's very comfortable in the hand. Um, this might wind up being one of my new new regular pieces on the inside. I don't know if you can see it there. But on the inside, there's actually some swirl pattern on top of the tree perk in there, and that is really nice. That's a detail I didn't notice when I first opened up the box. Mm. It's really smooth, guys. That's really smooth. I like that quite a lot. Quite a lot. It's very comfortable. It's easy to hit. Nice curvature. And the stem, the joint there, straight up and down, which is what I like when I'm vaping. I really do prefer to have something that is sitting straight up and down versus at a 45-degree um, every day when I'm vaping. I mean, that's just the way I do prefer it. Um, yeah, and the colors are really nice. This is, I think, let me see what colors are offered in this so I know what to actually tell you guys. And I think this is the smoke gray color. This is the smoke gray, I believe. Unless it might be the jade. Oh, no, I think it's the smoke gray. That's what I believe it is. Apparently they have the jade blue and the smoked gray, and I'm not seeing any separate photos on the website. But I want to go ahead and tell you guys though, you can on buyweedbox.com, when you get your box, they do allow you to trade out your socks. Um, what they're going to be trading it for is a pre-roll of some kind. I promise you guys, the socks are worth way more than the pre-roll. Keep the socks. You'll thank me after you worn them. They're very comfortable, and I always go on about the socks every time I do a video, every time I do an unboxing for my weed box. But it's one of my favorite parts, guys. Um, yeah, really, honestly, I wear through them fairly quick. I'm the kind of person that I always wear shoes and I kick around in boots, work boots and stuff all the time. So I like to keep them around, and they're thin enough, they're comfortable, and yeah, I get a new pair every month, which is fantastic. I'm not even hating it right now, guys. I'm not even hating the flavor on it right now. It's so smooth, the function's so good. I gotta say, that's a very pleasant bowl. Even even with combustion, that's a very pleasant bowl. And I am seeing it starting to build up a little down here. We just snapped the last of that bowl, so you're seeing a little bit floating down there. But I'm not seeing any discoloration up in the top chamber as of yet. Um, it is smaller. When it's time for a cleaning, it's going to let you know it's time for a cleaning, but it should be super, super easy to keep clean. All I would do with a piece like this to clean the entire piece is I would run hot water from my tap right down this down stem right here, right down this joint, or down the top here, one or the other, and just run it through, flush it through, cycle it through the hottest water you can get out of your home tap. And then after that, plug the ends, throw some ISO in it, swish it around a little bit, dump it. Um, Ideally 99% ISO, because that'll evaporate off. You won't have to re-rinse it or worry about cloudy glass or anything like that. But we'll get into that later when I get to my cleaning video. Until then, guys, if you guys are interested in the weed box, in this April piece, which is very, very nice, you can save 10%. Use code ReviewSesh. I'll be dropping the link in the first comment, and I'll be pinning it. I don't often mention my codes on the channel, guys, but I am working really hard on improving things. I am working on getting some new lighting, which you may or may not be able to notice I desperately need. It's a little bit too bright in here. I moved around my green screens and my background a little bit, and I need some. I don't know. I need some dimmable lights, so I'm working on getting some of those. But If there's anything that you guys are interested in, anything you guys want to see, let me know in the comments. If there's any questions that you have, let me know in the comments. I hope you guys notice I do try to respond to my comments as often as possible, and I do appreciate the engagement. A lot of you guys take your time to ask me questions or give me, positive well wishes or, words of advice or just, you know, tell me to hang in there or say thank you for the content. And I appreciate it so much, guys. I'm not sure if I would be able to keep making these videos in the way that I do if it weren't for your engagement. And I am very, very grateful. With the start of a new month, we are some ways out from another all-day live stream, which will be held on, looking like we might be doing that on, let's say, about 2 weeks from today, 2 weeks from tomorrow, which will be on the 14th. That'll be on a Monday, guys. So we'll be doing that about midway through the month. I'll be doing another all-day live stream, another 12 hours, and I'll be spending the next couple of weeks trying to round up some more giveaways, some more things that I can offer. Keep things interesting, and yeah, if you guys are down for it, I'd love you to be there. You got 2 weeks to, clear your schedule so you can be be online and visiting me on the 14th on YouTube as I vape and probably eat some edibles. I might even have some syrup or something. Never know what's going to happen. I do anticipate having some more guests and a lot more just a lot more interaction. So I hope you guys will be there. Till I see you next time, I want you guys to take care of each other, take care of your families, and take care of yourselves too. I mean, don't spend all the time taking care of everybody else that you don't worry about self-care. Self-care is very, very important, guys. I fail to realize that sometimes. That you got to take care of number one so you can take care of everybody else around you. So yeah, keep taking care of yourself too. So good, so good. All right, guys. I really appreciate you being here. As always, I want you to keep staying lifted, keep staying blessed. I'll see you very, very soon. We're gonna have a great April. Peace.